インディーゲーム開発者に直接話を聞くラジオインチョク。今回は南レーンよりドゥートさん、イエイイエイイエイイエイ、いらっしゃいませ。皆様いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ、いらっしゃいませ。いや皆様いかがお過ごしでしょうか。こちらですね、インディーゲーム開発者に話を聞くラジオインチョクでございます。 This is a program where I directly ask questions or talk to indie game developers, and shortened in Japanese, Inchoku. And today is the developer of Minami Lane and Froggy's Battle, Duto-san. So let's call him in. ということで、Duto-san, hello.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, thank you. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm
All
a
right,
bit stressed, but it's gonna be.
No, thank you for the camera. And thank you for the nice mic.
Sorry? Oh, yeah, I have a nice mic. It's a gift from Blibloop, actually. She gifted it to me.
Oh, okay. Okay. We have names here. So first, can you introduce yourself? 自己紹介を。
Yeah, of course. So I'm Doot. Hi, everyone. I'm an indie dev developer. Since not long ago, I started less than 1 year ago, actually. And before that, I did a few other jobs. And then I started game development in a small studio. And then I went full indie dev. And so now I made 2 games, Froggy's Battle and Minami Lane with my girlfriend and a friend who made the music.
すごいすごい。ですね、どうもです。私、ドゥートですと。で、実は1年ぐらい前からゲーム開発を、その前は違う。What job were you doing before that? Can you say?
Oh, I was a data scientist. So I did statistics at the university. And so I did data science for video games companies. So I worked at Ubisoft in the marketing department as a data scientist for 3 years.
へえ、そう、データサイエンティストやってたそうです。で、だから1年前、以前はデータサイエンティストでいろんなマーケティングのデータを見ていたというのことだそうです。へえ、で、そこから、フロギーズバトルというゲームと、そして今回南レーンというゲームを開発している。はあ、wow, that's interesting. And you mentioned another person, your girlfriend, yes?
Yes, so Blibloop is the artist on Minami Lane. So she's my girlfriend, yes. And so Froggy's Battle was done just me. And then Minami Lane, we worked Blibloop and me on the game.
Oh, okay. All right, I just got turned on my camera. I think you can see me now, maybe not. Hold on.
I can see some weird glitch, but I'm not sure I can see everything correctly.
Maybe boom.
Yeah, that's great.
There you go. Can you see? But you can't see me. I think it's better.
No, I can see me twice. But
ちょっと待って、今ね、カメラをどうにかね、VCam No Where am I? 俺がいない。
That's okay. I'm okay with just hearing you.
All right, thank you. You can see me on the screen on Twitch.
Yeah, with a bit of delay, but it's okay. It's okay.
Thank you. ですね、彼女さんがいまして、で、ブリップロップさんですね。で、アーティストだそうです。南レーンの。Wait, so she wasn't the artist for Froggy's Battle?
No, Froggy's Battle, I did the art myself. Actually, she taught me how to draw, and also she gifted me a tablet, so to make the drawings of Froggy's Battle. But I did it myself on Froggy's Battle.
すごいな。Froggies, were you, like, did you ever draw before that? Were you an artist before that?
Not really, like really badly, but no, and actually never for a game, for example, never.
どうやらですね、彼女さんにフロギーズバトルのゲームというゲームですね、こちらですね、ちょっと上の方にドンと置きますが、フロギーズバトルというゲームの、イラストは彼女さんでなく、こちらドゥートさんがやっているそうです。でも、この絵はドゥートさん本人が描いているそうです。でそれは、ブリップロップさんに教えてもらいながらやったそうです。タブレットを渡されてこれ練習したとそうです。で、それまではやったことないとのことです。Wow! That is so good! Wow! How?
Well, actually, it's Froggy's Battle is really simple in terms of art style, and that's also thanks to Blibloop because she helped me, she taught me, and she gave me nice advice. And so I think there are a few things where you can easily have a good art style even when you don't know how to draw.
Yes,
For
yes.
example, sorry, okay.
No. Tell me. Yes, please tell me.
So yeah, for example, on Froggy's Battle, the colors, the color palette
Yes.
is really extremely simple, and I found it on the internet because I have no notions of color or color theory. So I took one already made and I stick to it. And also the art style is really made of just simple shapes that I just made randomly, and so that's also one thing where it's way easier to draw without having to draw the lines. Only shapes is way easier to do.
That is actually really good advice. Maybe even I can do it. Okay. まずですね、カラーパレットは、本人も本当に全然イラストとかやったことないので、カラーパレットをですね、置いて、ごめんなさい、インターネットから拾ってきて、ごめんなさい。で、それでシンプルにできるシンプルなカラーパレットをインターネットから探してきて、それを使ったそうです。で、絵の描き方もですね、基本的には形、シンプルなシェイプですね。シンプルな形をメインに適当描いていったそうです。やはり何か線から描いていくとすごい大変なので、形をメインに考えていったそうです。Wow, and it worked well, I think, because Froggy's Battle looks very nice.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
I also need to ask, how long did it take to make Froggy's Battle?
It's a bit complicated because when I started, so the answer is around 3 months. But when I started, I was still working in my previous studio, in my previous job. So I started to work on it like half a day per week, but for some time. And then when I went full time, I worked 2 months full time on the game. So when I take all of it together, it's around 3 months.
なるほど。ちょっとまず1ヶ月ぐらいちょっと働いて、1ヶ月って言ったの俺も今完全抜けたけど、1ヶ月ぐらい最初働いて、ちょっとしばらく抜いて、その後また2ヶ月やったと。なので合計3ヶ月ぐらいかかったと。This includes your planning?
Yes, so it includes everything, like the communication, the planning, the art, the development. Because when you make an indie game, you have to do a lot of different things,
Yes.
and everything takes time.
Yes.
So yes, it's all included.
3 months is amazing. I have a friend who makes one game every 3 months, but that's making the game. Even that is amazing. But you included creating community, marketing, and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the only thing that I didn't include in the 3 months is 1 month of rest after the game because I needed to sleep a lot and rest a lot.
で、基本的にもう全てですね。ヒデさんはね、3ヶ月に1本ぐらい作るけど、それでも早いんだよね。で、さらに、だからコミュニティ形成だったり、マーケティングも含めて合計3ヶ月。ただし、作った後1ヶ月間の休みが必要だったそうです。それはでも今回入れていないとのことです。Okay, how did you start? I want to know. So, what was the first thing you did?
So for Froggy's Battle, the start was before I even started working on the game itself. I did a game jam. So game jams are little weekends or a week where you have to create a game really fast.
Yeah.
And that was my first solo game jam. I did a lot of game jam with people before, with Blibloop or with friends.
Yeah.
And so I did a game jam, and I had this idea of a frog going around in a circle. But actually, in the game jam, you don't control the skateboarding frog. You control the big frog, the big one that is jumping across the screen. Yeah.
How long was this game jam for? Was it a 3 day, 1 week?
I'm not sure it was 2 or 3 days. I think it was 3 days.
Okay. わあ、どうやらですね、これ、基本的にどっから始まったかというと、これはいろんなゲームジャムをずっとやってたそうなんですよね。で、今回、このフロギーズバトルの場合もゲームジャムから始まったそうです。おそらく3日のゲームジャムだそうです。で、その時に、このくるくる回るカエルのことを考えたんですけど、その時はですね、この主人公はちっちゃいカエルじゃなくて、今のここに出てる大きいカエルを、このジャンプするカエルの方を操作していたそうです。Why did you change? Why did you make it the smaller one?
So I think the small one has more of something about a story to it. Like it's a small frog. You want it to grow. You want it to become bigger, better, and you want it to win. Actually, so it was fun for a really small game, a game jam game. It's 5 minutes, something like that, 5 to 10 minutes. It's great to play as the boss because it's a bit unexpected and it's fun. But I don't think I would have been able to make a full game where you play only the boss, because it's one fight. So that's why I decided to change. And also, this little frog with its skateboard, with her skateboard, is I don't know. I like it. I like her. So I wanted to make a full game around her. That's it.
That's nice. フロギーズバトル、なぜその大きいのからちっちゃいのを動かすようにしたのかっていうと、まずストーリー性的に面白いだろうなっていう。やはりこのちっちゃいねカエルさんがこう頑張ってねその大きいカエルに立ち向かうっていう方がやっぱりストーリー性があるじゃないということがまず一つ、というのとやっぱりこのキャラクター自体そのスケートボードに乗ってるキャラクターすごく可愛いしいいじゃんっていうことでそれに決めたとのことです。That's really nice. Alright, one more thing about Froggy's battle. I was going to say Froggy's Lane, sorry. Yes, Froggy's battle. So I would like to know how the order in which you proceeded, because I want to know when you started marketing and how.
Oh, so the wait, I'm trying to put
I'll translate that question to Japanese first, so you can think. 今聞いてるのがそのどの段階を踏んで、開発していったのかって。彼ですね、結構マーケティングいろいろやってるんですよね。で、おそらくデータサイエンティストの部分もあるんでしょうね。なので、そのどの段階でどうやってマーケティングであったりとか、その開発であったりとかやっていったのかっていうのを、ちょっとお聞きしているところです。はい。
So on the development side, so sorry, did you finish? Or
Yes, I did. Perfect timing.
Okay. So on the development side, the idea was already here because of the jam, and I started with a lot of prototypes because I wanted to have Froggy, the skateboarding one, as the hero, but I didn't know how it was going to happen. And at first, for example, I did a prototype with 2 players. So you played Froggy, but another player was controlling the big frog. Then I tried with many different enemies. Then I tried with where you had to accelerate, and so the movement was not automatic. Then I tried a lot of different things. So that was the first month, something like that. Then when I decided that would be okay, and how did I decide it? I did play tests. And so first play test helped me decide. I went on the production kind of month. So 1 month where I had just had to add to make sure things were right, to polish the movement, because the movement was the hardest thing to get right in the game. So to do that and to add some content, some weapons, some different mechanics and stuff. And then the last month was mostly focused on just fixing things, polishing things, just adding a few small stuff here and there, and fixing a lot of bugs, and more communication. So the communication marketing side, well, I started like right at the beginning. The first even just when I opened my Unity project, boom, Twitter posts. Then when I do anything, I just wanted to post very regularly. So that's one thing that I learned just reading stuff on the internet or stuff everywhere, is that it's marketing takes time.
Mhm.
And since I wanted to do a really tiny game, I don't have much time, 3 months is short. So that's why I started really early and as early as possible. And for example, the Steam page was created. I didn't even have a trailer. The screenshots were horrible. My first page was just trash, but okay, it's there. And then that's something I try to do really. I'm not still sure it's the best way to do it, but my way to do things is to start as early as possible everything in marketing.
Wow, that is really I hope there are some developers here. OK ではちょっと今のですね、どの段階踏んでいったかっていうことなんですが、まずマーケティング自体はもういの一番にもうすでに始めていたそうです。最初にユニティを立ち上げてプロジェクト開始ドン、その時にすでに最初のポストを始めたそうなんですよね。でその後はアップデートするごとに追加するごとにやっていったそうです。で Steam ページも速攻で作ったそうです。で So the Steam, sorry, this one question, the Steam page you made it after the prototype, correct?
Yes, after when I was kind of sure of how the game was gonna be, when I was sure it's gonna be a roguelike and with where you control this character and the game mechanics are gonna be this and that. Yeah, that's the time I made the Steam.
Alright. そうですね。やはりなんだっけ。飛んだ。飛んだ。プロトタイプがある程度完成されてから、いわゆるコアメカニックってやつですね。最初、ゲームのコアの根幹の部分が、よし、これぐらい、これもこの方向でいくなって思った時には、Steam ページをボンって作ったそうです。で、そこから、例えば、加速部分、加速できるんですけど、このカエルさんはですね、加速の部分入れたりとか、動きをきちんとね、やっぱり動きが大事、動きすごい難しいのでっていうのを、それをきちんとやっていったりとか。で、次にやっていったの、それでやっていって、で、全てにおいてマーケティングが継続していてやっていたと。やはりもうパッと始めたので、開発期間が短い予定だったらしいので、これどうするかっていうことでやっぱり速攻でやっていかないといけない。で、本人はそれいろんなインターネットの情報を見て学んだそうです。しかも、プラスですね、最後に付け加えているのが、私はこのようにしました。これが一番いい方法かは分かりませんが、私はこの方法でやったとのことです。You have shared sales figures.So how did Froggy's battle do in the end as in sales? The number of units?
Way better than what I expected. So
Can I ask what you were expecting?
I don't know, 50, 100 copies sold or something like that.
Yeah.
So in the beginning, so my situation is that I'm a beginner and video games are hard to make and even harder to sell. You know it, I guess.
Yes.
And so I didn't have any expectation on this aspect of Froggy's Battle. I just wanted to do my first game. I just wanted to do it fast to learn a lot and then to go on to another game, make it fast too and learn a lot. And then I thought maybe in 5 years, I'm going to have one game that sells. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the thing is that so I'm in this situation where I have unemployment help in France, so financial help that can help me for 2 years. So my goal was to just make games for 2 years, see if it works, and then if it doesn't, find another job and maybe go back to data science. I don't know. So yeah, do you want me to let you the time to translate that, or do you want me to answer the full question?
Okay. Before that, I think it will be easier if you can see me. So
yeah, I can see you, but later.
ですね、カメラをこっちの Hold on, I'm going to change the camera and show myself. There we go. Hold on. Hold on. I'll soon be arriving. There's something showing. And add source. カメラをですね、多分こっちにやった方が There we go. And then on Discord, I will show myself. Hello.
Yes, yeah, that's
and you
perfect.
can see me, right?
Yes, I can with no delay.
Yes.
Everything is perfect.
No delay.
Yeah, great.
そうです。分身しました。
Sorry, just to answer your question. So I expected to sell around 100 copies, and I'm now at more than 10,000 copies sold of the
What?
model. Yeah.
よしはい。ではですね、まず私が質問したのは、彼ですね、結構いろんな、数値公開してるんですよね。本当にもう、ね、これ拍手ね。That's congratulations, man. OK。で、で、いろんなゲーム、ごめんなさい。ゲームは、数字を発表していると。で、彼が思っていたセールの売り上げと実際の売り上げどうでしたかっていうこと、これを通してですね。で、結果として、まあ、50本とか100本売れたらいいかなって思っていたところ、今のところ10,000 you said。わお、1万本売れたそうです。おめでとうございます !Congratulations! で、一応ですね、いろいろとあると。で、どうやら今、ほら、なんだっけ、不労所得じゃなくて、就労保険じゃなくて、ほら無職保険じゃなくて、あの保険をね、政府から2年間受けられるそうなんですね、フランスの方ではですね。なので、それをきちんと活用しつつ、その2年の間できるだけいっぱい作って、出して、いっぱい作って、出してっていう、日本語本当出てこなくなったの、今。っていう状態ですね。もちろん本人自身はやっぱりゲームを作るのがですね、まあ、ビギナーであると、初心者であるので、できるだけいっぱいこう作っていってやっていきたいなっていうことだそうです。2年もそうなんですよね。2年っていうのも、I think there will be a few people surprised about the 2 years of the governmental health. That's also very nice.
Mm. Well,
Yes.
actually,
Yeah.
in France, so we have this. If you worked in a job like before,
Yeah.
you put aside some money. Well, it's a bit of centralized thing,
Yeah.
and then when you lose your job or when the company you work for agree also
Yeah.
to stop your job,
Uh-huh.
you have unemployment help, but
Hmm.
it depends on how much you worked before, and
Yeah.
also sadly the government is trying to reduce that a lot. So it was 2 years 1 year ago when I started, but now it's only 1 year and a half, and it's more difficult to have. So it's great, and we have a lot of great workers' rights in France. That's good, but it's getting a bit worse recently because of our current government. So that's a bit sad.
OK。Alright。どうやら彼が始めた当初はそう2年だったらしいんですけど、今はちょっと変わっているらしいですね。なので、前からちょっと厳しいし、条件もそのお互い、どうやら会社が同意したら OK みたいな、状態らしいので、そこはなんかうまくやったとのことですね。でも、今1万本売れたそうです。おめでとう。That is, because, on Steam, if you sell 1,000 units, that is already a good game. That's the reality of Steam, right? The first, I think the first few, like the first 10 reviews are the hardest. Then the next 50, then the next 100, right? And that's pretty amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah. As a data analyst, what do you think went well?
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. Well, it's not that hard, but it's easy to see after you do the game.
Yeah.
But it's impossible to see when you do it.
I know.
Like you don't know how to reproduce that, or it's really easy to see a successful game and say, "Oh yeah, this did well,
Yeah.
and stuff." But I'm sure there are lots of games that are great or better than Frog's Battle, and that didn't sell at all. So I guess the thing is that well, first thing is the price. It's pretty cheap, like very, very cheap, 2 euros. And I think there is a market for games like that today. A lot of small games are coming to the front of the Steam page. For example, of course, Vampire Survivor or Brotato or games like that.
Yes.
And I think so people are getting used to look for those kind of cheap small games. So that's yeah, thanks.
Oh, yes, of
And,
course it was.
so I think the price is a big thing, and then the art style, like I said, is really simple and cute, and I think that's not something you often see in such small, tiny fighting games, not fighting but action games like that. So maybe that helped too. But as I said, it's easy to find reasons afterwards.
Yes.
But when I made the game, I was absolutely not sure at all if the game was going to sell to anybody. So yeah.
I agree. I talked to a lot of developers and everyone says we don't understand Steam. No one understands Steam. Yeah. 今聞いたのはですね、元、データアナリストとしてなぜこれがうまくいったと思いますかって聞いたところ、難しいと、この答えは。一応、事後ですね、結果論としていろいろとこのゲーム良かった、あのゲームはこれが理由で良かったと言えるが、事前に何か言うのはもうほぼ無理とのことです。もう全然もう分かんねえという状態ですね。でも、今回をある程度アナライズしていくと、まずは値段ですね。2ユーロ。日本円でも235円。That's really cheap. I think it's cheaper than 2 euros in Japanese yen. That's amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. So I think you did great regional pricing as well.
Oh, actually, I just used the
Automated
advice
one?
from Steam.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
good. はい。で、それがあって、で、あと、この絵柄も可愛いんじゃないかっていうことですね。で、やっぱり値段ですね。今、Steam ちょっと前ね、何度か話してますけど、下がってるんですよね。Yeah, I do feel and I do see that the price of games are declining, especially indie games. They're getting cheaper,
Mm,
which I
mm.
personally don't like.
Yeah, I know that, and
Yeah,
actually, that was hard when I was
yeah,
fixing the price of Froggy's Battle.
yeah.
Um, I was asking myself, okay, what's a good price for this game?
Mhm.
And maybe I should have priced it a bit higher, but since it's my first game, I
Yeah,
was really scared that people were gonna say, "Oh, it's too expensive for what it is,"
yeah,
and I
yeah.
prefer to just put it almost free, like that, €2,
Mhm,
to be
mhm.
sure to not be compared to big games at €5, because
Yeah,
now there are a lot of big games with a
yeah.
lot of content around €5. So,
Yes.
so I said, okay, let's go down to €2. Nobody is gonna complain
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
€2.
Come on.
But
No.
then I was a bit I'm not really proud of that, because as you said, prices of
Uh,
indie games are going down,
yeah.
and it's a bit like I'm part of this, it's a
Ah,
bit like that. So yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's
hard.
yeah. I
Mm,
have no sorry, sorry to cut you off there, but I have to say that for you it's a living, all right?
mm,
Yeah, and for us users, us players, it's just we want cheap gains and cheap is good kind of thing. But
mm,
so you have to sell a game. So
mm.
you have to use everything in your power to try to sell your game. And lowering the price because it's a trend amongst the players, I think you
Mm.
have to do it in some
Yeah, that's
cases.
a bit like that. Yes, yeah.
Yes,
Mm. I think
yeah. I guess now for the new developers, finding the thin line of price is now going to be very important.
yes,
Yes,
it's hard.
yeah.
It's hard.
Yes, so, like I hope Steam lets you, really. Oh, there's someone here in the comment, first timer, saying that they're enjoying Minami Lane and Froggy's battle. They're really having fun, and they're saying thank you for a great game.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks.
はい、今のメッセージちょっと伝えましたんで、井ノ田四郎さん、いや本当にまさに今その話してます。So I hope Steam finds a better way, especially the algorithm wise. All right.
Mm,
So like now you can only see games under $10 and under $5, I think. They should have like
mm.
more specific. Maybe games, $1 games, $2 games, $3 games, so people can sift through it. Maybe I don't know. Yeah. Okay.
We'll
So
see.
yeah,
We'll see.
yeah,
But yeah,
we'll
I
see.
guess.
Yeah. Go
Mm.
ahead. Go ahead.
I see what you mean, and just one more thing about the pricing, and
Yes.
maybe that's a subject that we are going to address after. But
Uh,
since I think, as you said, players expect cheap games,
yeah. Yeah.
But so if you do an indie game that should be worth $20, you
Mhm.
have to put it at 10 or even 5, because the player expect to. Oh, I can't see you
Oh
anymore.
yeah. Sorry. I was just blowing my nose there. Sorry. That's why.
Okay.
I'm back.
Bye. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, if you do a game that has a lot of content and stuff, you have to put it cheaper than what it's worth. But
Yeah.
so that's why also I do really tiny games,
Yeah.
because they are cheap, but they are worth that. Actually, they are. Yeah, okay. I just put 3 months or 6 months of development. It's okay if it's only €2 or €5.
So the amount you invest, right? So that
Mhm.
depends, right? Yeah, because it's not creating a game. It's not a gamble, right? You don't like putting 3 months to try and win 10 million.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It, yeah. It, It is a bit. It is a bit hard because you never know when a game is going to succeed or not. So it is a bit hard on that side. So that's why also making a lot of small games is maybe better because you have the time to make a few games. I don't know, 2 per year. So then if one of those work, well, it can pay for the other ones. So
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sorry, I just said that it's not a gamble, but it is a gamble, isn't it? It's
it is a
yeah,
bit of a gamble.
both.
It is.
Yeah, it's not like a gamble where you're putting in a lot of money to earn money, but you don't know what's going to hit or miss.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it. Exactly.
yeah, yeah. 途中で質問あったらぜひ全然 OK ですんで、今もうちょっとフロギーズバトルの話をしてっていう状態ですね。今値段の話をしてました。I totally forgot to translate everything. Okay, hold on. ですね、値段の話をしてました。本当、Steam での値段っていうのは本当難しいんですよね。どんどん下がってきているんですよね。で、235円っていうのは、この値段を決めた理由、2ユーロって決めた理由っていうのがあるらしくて、正直、初めてのゲームなので、ちょっと怖い部分もあったそうですね。最初値段設定で、例えば5ドル、5ユーロ、まあ、4ユーロになるのかな、4、5ユーロにやったときに、他の同じ価格帯のゲームと比較されて、それでネガティブレビューをもらう可能性がある。そう比較されたくなかった。で、さすがに2ユーロだったら文句言うやつはおらんだろうと。ということで、この値段にしたということだそうです。ただし、Steam ではやっぱ値段がどんどん下がってきているというのは事実です。で、正直それは嫌なことであるし、本人も、あんまりそれに、なんちゅうの、入りたくないというか、貢献は同じように自分も値段を下げてる一員になりたくないとは思っている。しかし彼らはゲーム開発者はこれで生きていかないといけない。飯を食わないといけないので、売るためにはあらゆる手段を講じて売らないといけないんですよね。なのでここのバランスが難しい。でこれからのインディーゲーム開発者は特に値段設定、ギリギリの値段設定を多分見極めていかないといけないんじゃないかなっていう。そう、300円文句言うやつはおるっていう。そう。There's also a way, where you set a certain price, but the real price is the price which is on sale, right? So
Yeah, that's a big thing. On
yeah,
Steam, that's a really big thing
yeah.
because people tend to buy almost only when it's on sale. Well, actually, not for Froggy's Battle or Minami Lane. That's a bit
Ho!
weird, and I think it's because the price is already really low. So I don't know, but big games only sell when
Yeah,
they are
yeah.
on sale.
That is
But Froggy's Battle is selling even outside of sale, so that's good.
どうやら、ですね、Steam の手の一つで、セールを基本にした値段っていうのもあるんですよね。ある程度何十%オフ、例えば1000円で売って、まあ、800円。でも800円で売れても嬉しいなっていう値段設定っていうのは存在はするんですが、どうやらフロギーズバトル南レーンもどうやらですね、セールじゃなくてももともと安いから売れてるっていう状態ではあるんですよね。Yeah, I think, yeah, everything did start from Vampire Survivors, I think. Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you. That was Froggy's battle. Now we would like to talk about your new game which just came out. Minami Lane. Congratulations. おめでとうございます。All right. Hold on. Minami. Let me show the page to everyone. よ。これがリンクになります。ドン。で、これがページになります。ドン。こちら南レーンですね。Let's see the video first. シナマティックローンチトレーラー。ローンチトレーラー。
Welcome to Minami Lane. Created by developers
There
Doot
it is
and
you.
Bleep Bloop, you'll build your own street in this cozy, casual management sim. Unlock and customize buildings, manage your shops, and maximize the happiness of your villagers to complete quests and fill your street with love. Enjoy 2 to 4 hours of cute tanukis, delicious ramen bowls, tiny boba cafes, and lots of cats. Out now on Steam for just $4.99.
はい。ということで、こちらがですね、南レーンでございます。ちょっと日本語の言語で言ってみようかな。Hold on, let me check the language. I hate when Steam does this. Come on, Steam. Let us just change the language on that page. Please.
I think it's on the top right, but I'm not sure if you can do it on the app. But
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
it's あれ You have a Japanese page, don't you?
Oh no, sorry, I don't have a Japanese page yet.
Oh,
so
yeah.
maybe that's why.
Oh, okay, okay. No
Sorry.
problem, no problem. No, no, no problem, no problem. Okay. 南レーンですね。これは可愛い、シミュレーターというか、シティビルダー、っていう状態ではあるんですよね。本当にすごい可愛らしいですね。配信でもちょっと何度かプレイさせていただきました。And, hold on, where is the video. Boom. That is. はい、こちら、南レインの動画も撮ってあります。Okay, I also have a video for Minami Lane up there. First, why? There's so many questions I have for this, but I do have one question, new question, sorry. Why Doot and Bleep Bloop?
Oh, so the it's a bit of a long story, but not really interesting. But yet, anyway, so when I was younger, I never had a pseudonym. You know, a lot of people use pseudo as in games and stuff like that, and I was always putting my name, like Dorian. Okay, that's my name, and I was just putting that. I didn't really understand the use of putting a pseudonym, and then I started using Doot when I started playing Smash Bros competitively, because everyone was using pseudonyms too, and I was like, okay, it sounds stupid to just use my name. I would have to find a pseudo, and so the name Doot. Why Doot? Do you know? Oh, I'm not sure you have this in Japan, but do you know Pingu?
Pingu, the clay animation.
Yes, exactly. The small penguin. So
it's popular in Japan.
This noot sound, you know, the noot N-O-O-T. And so I really like this little penguin. It's one of my favorite things for my childhood. And so I wanted to have a pseudo that looked like this. And also, Doot starts with D-O. So D-O Dorian, it's me. So I was, D-O, Doot, and that's okay.
Wow.
And I kind of like it because it's simple and no one had it in the Smash community. So I was like, okay, it's free. I will take that, and everyone remembers it easily. So I'm happy.
That's wait. So you're playing Smash Bros competitively?
I was. I'm not anymore because it takes way too much time, and so I had to choose between game dev or Smash Bros. So.
Wow. Wait, how did you do?
Not great. I only played for a few years. I just went to competition in France only, but still, I was okay-ish, I guess. So yeah, I used to go to different competition in Paris or around Paris or in France in general, but never went highly ranked or something like that.
No, but still, wow. Okay. ですね、そのゲームの前になぜドゥットっていう名前なのかっていう聞いちゃったんですよね。で、もともと本人のドリアンっていう名前を使っていたそうなんですよ。で、それずっとそのいわゆるオンラインネーム、ほら、もうそう思ってるオンラインネーム、ほら、オンラインネーム、ほら、使ってたんですけど、それが、なかったので、スマッシュブラザーズのあれハンドルネームだ。やっと出たわ。スマッシュバラーズはどうやらですね、プロじゃないですけど、スマッシュバラーズをガチでやってたそうなんですよね。いろんな大会にも出てっていう。それを数年やってたそうです。で、その時になんか名前がないと。そのハンドルネームというか名前が。なので、それでどうしようかなっていう時に、ピングって皆さん覚えてますか？もう覚えてるよね。ピングっていうね。ピングがそのドゥみたいな音を出すからドゥットって名前にしたそうなんですよ。ピングis also pretty popular in Japan.
Oh, great.
Yeah. でそこで、ドゥットっていうのも EC で DO でドリアンの、ね、名前になるしっていうちょうどいいかなっていうことでやったそうなんですよ。That's very interesting. Oh, okay, thank you. And okay, too many questions. And another random question, but this is about Minami Lane. There's a lot of Japanese influence of Japanese in Minami Lane. Why?
So, first thing is that Blibloop and we are French. And in France, a lot of people love Japan and Japan-inspired stuff. You know, I think we are the number one fan country of Japan.
I think there's quite a few big events for a long time in France, right? Japanese events.
Mm-hmm. Yes. There are a lot of Japanese-themed events or stuff like that. Yes. So first thing, so that's why we as individuals like Blibloop and I like Japan and Japanese culture and stuff, but we are not the best knowledgeable on the subject. Like we like it, we like the looks of things, we like different stuff, and but I only went once to Japan, and Blibloop never went to Japan, and we are not like invested a lot in this, you know, but we just thought, oh, okay, why not? Japanese buildings look cute. It's going to be a bit funny. We love Japanese food or Asian food in general. So why not put Japanese food in the game. And so we started like that. And then it was a big discussion during the game, actually, because first thing is that I was a bit scared of doing cultural appropriation, using the culture of some other country. So I discussed this with other devs and stuff. And the answer I got to was that the Japanese culture is like a rich country. It's a big and popular culture, and it's not like if you use the culture of some minorities or oppressed people to make money out of it. It's almost public. Like Japanese culture it's everywhere. So I think it's not an issue in this case. But I was a bit afraid of that at first. So once it was resolved, we were like, okay, let's go. Let's use a Japanese inspiration everywhere. But it's not Japan. Like there are Japanese written stuff, there are Japanese looking stuff, but also the architecture is not really fully Japanese. It's a bit a mix of things that we like. The way the street is organized and stuff. The people leaving trash on the street is also not really Japanese. And so the interesting thing is that the second question that we ask ourselves is this going to be badly received by Japanese? We don't know because we don't live there and we don't know a lot of Japanese people. So we asked ourselves, okay, is this going to be offensive? Can we make if that's I don't know if it's badly depicted, is it going to be offensive? So the what we did was ask to Japanese people. So the one that helped us the most was a friend who is a developer and who lives in Japan since 10 years and who has Japanese parents also. So we asked him about a lot of really small details, like the way it's written and the way people do stuff and walk in the street and stuff. And so we had some interesting answers. We had to change a few things, but mostly everything was fine. One funny stuff is that also we don't speak or read Japanese, so Blip Bloop just copied stuff on pictures,
Oh,
and
that's why.
And once, yes, and also once she copied a flag in front of the combini, the small Kmart, and she just copied it without looking what it was saying. And then the Japanese friend, when we asked him, he said, "Oh, it's just alcohol." And we're like, "Oh no, we cannot put alcohol in the game. We don't have. Steam is going to ban the game if we do that. So we have to change it." Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes. Cultural appropriation is a very difficult topic. Japan is very open, and a lot of Japanese internet, the loud people, definitely accept it, and I think it's fun. It's always the respect, right? In the end, you have respect to that culture, then you know what to do, kind of thing. All right, let me translate that. これ南レーンっていうのはですね、名前からしてもう日本の影響めちゃくちゃあるよねっていう話をしたんです。どうしてですかって聞いたところですね、フランス自体がまず日本びいきであると。フランスはですね、実は特にネット上オタク文化でですね、めちゃくちゃ歴史があるはずなんですよね。すごい、ネット全盛期以前から確かあると思うんだよね。フランスで本当いろんなイベントがあって、日本のイベントがめちゃくちゃあるの。俺だって覚えてるもん、なんか何十年前に見た雑誌かなんかでフランスでなんかやってるっていうのを見たもん。そうで、それぐらいあると。で、本人たちも日本好きだし、でもそこでやっぱ日本をテーマにゲームを作るときに心配になったのは、文化東洋、カルチュラルアプロプリエーションそうはるせんカタカナ、カルチュラルアプロプリエーション、文化東洋っていうのがあるんですけど、特に、今はですね、マイノリティですね、少人数の文化を勝手に取ってそれで金を儲けるっていうのが結構あったんですよ。特にアメリカの方で長くいまだにやったんですよね。でだからそれに対する反発っていうか、じゃあそれ文化東洋じゃないかっていう話あるんですよね。これは結構めちゃくちゃ長く話になるのである程度割愛しますけど、存在はします。で自分も、それは本当に存在してると認識しています。でそれに対して日本のその文化になったらどうなるんだっていうのをすごい心配したそうなんですよね。だから、そのためにいろんなプロセスを踏んだと。ぶっちゃけ個人的には日本は結構そこオープンであるっていうですね、っていうのを認識している。で日本のネットもそういうの全然面白く見ているっていうのはある。で日本の文化自体がすごい豊かでいろいろあるっていうのも本人は、ドゥートさんも認知していると。じゃあどうするかっていうと、まず、いろんな開発者とも、 いろんな開発者だったり、社内というか2人でも話をしたと。これがいいのか悪いのかってどう思うで、できるだけ攻撃的にならない、変な風にならないってなるっていうね。日本文化東洋ってね、日本人はあんまりないと思う。気にしないと思う。日本ではあんまりされてないからね。そう。文化東洋はされた時に、パクリじゃんってなった時に文化東洋が、発生するっていうことだよね。で、それから日本に住んでいる、Who's this developer? Can I ask what kind of game he makes?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not sure I can give the name without.
Okay, no worries. Okay, no worries. で、日本でどうやら長く住んでいるっていう方にも確認をしていろいろ入れていったっていうことだそうですね。そうそう、文化東洋ね。Yeah, so in Japan, cultural appropriation isn't much of a topic at all, actually. I think there's a few reasons. A lot of Japan itself has what do you call it? What's the word? The English gone. Now the English is gone. Well, Japanese is gone, but English is gone now. They have accepted integrated or taken in, I guess. Yes, taken in other cultures and made it their own. And I think cultural appropriation happens when someone disrespects and plagiarizes. I think that's when it happens. So,
Or maybe
go ahead.
another way, I guess, cultural appropriation happens also is when a big company uses a culture of minorities without including the minorities in the benefits of the product. If someone makes a game and earns a lot of money on I don't know some minority culture, and then no one in the team is part of that culture. It might be a bit bad,
So, I see. Yeah, it is, capitalism, so money is also a very big issue, I guess, also. Yeah, そう、例えば、大きい会社が、少数民族の方とかいらした場合に、それの文化を使って、巨大な会社が金をめちゃくちゃ儲けたときに、その関係者が全くいないとか、これは文化東洋で言えると思うっていう話なんだよね。で、それは確かに言えると思うんだよね。なかなか面白い、難しいところではあるよね。そう、野間猫ソード文化の東洋に近い。それすごく、トイさんのやつ。それすごくそう。There was a meme which grew in Japan and a company tried to copyright it. That was, the internet people got really angry then.
So
I think, so that is kind of a cultural appropriation.
A bit, yes.
Kind of, なるほどね。ということだそうですね。で、彼女、イラストレーターさんのブリプロップさんがいろんな日本語を取り入れようとしたんですよね。だから例えば止まれっていう結構ね止まれっていうのがいっぱいあるんですよね。So on the road it says 止まれ that means stop. So it's usually in the crossing. So I see a lot of that. So no cars are going to drive here.
Just stop. Just don't come here.
Don't come here. そう止まれがめっちゃ多いからここ車来れねえよなっていう話をしてた。で日本の文化も完全に模したわけでは例えば屋根とかもねなんかいろいろミックスされてるし、ねそうゴミが落ちてるとかいろいろミックスされてるしっていうだから日本っぽさっていうのも入れつつっていう状態だそうですね。で、そのうちだからいろいろコピーしたんだけど面白い話でなんかいろいろこう入れてたんですけどそのうちの一つねなんか旗コンビニ前にある旗みたいなのも入れたらしいんですね。そしたらその時相談相手がそれあれだよ酒だよって酒の旗が出てで Steam だと酒ってなると、ちゃんと申請しないとバンになるからっていうのがあったそうです。That's very interesting. Thank you. Now then, to the game of Minami Lane. Why did you decide on this genre? I guess this is a city building kind of game.
Yeah,
right?
street building. I don't know. But, it's management. Yes, it's management and a bit of a chill management game. So I think it's not that complicated because Blibloop is a fan of management games and. Also, so it was the first game she worked on her side, and for me, it was after Froggy's Battle, and I was a bit tired creatively. I didn't have any ideas. I was also a bit scared that my next game was going to perform worse than Froggy's Battle. I don't know. I was not in a good state of mind to think about good ideas around them. And so what we decided is that she was going to take the creative direction of the game. Of course, I contributed and we talked a lot and we discussed a lot, but she had the creative direction of the game. So the idea comes from her. And the funny thing, I don't know if you know that, but we worked on a game jam, something like 1 year before Minami Lane, the Ludum Dare, one of the big game jams. We worked with Big Loop and Zaku, and we did a management game with an isometric art style. So it's a bit similar to Minami Lane.
Okay.
And it was the first step. And at the time, it was funny because Blibloop always was saying after the game, oh, look at what we did in 3 days. It's so great. And it had a lot of great reviews. What if we made a game in 3 months? So that was the thing. And and so 1 year later, well, we did this game in 3 months. Well, actually, it took 6 because we started wanting to do it in 3 months. And it was just too much things to do. So we took 6 months.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good. So it was better for you mentally as well.
Yeah, and also one more thing. The interesting thing is that so she had the idea of the genre, but then we had to decide of something more precise. The pitch of the game, and so it took quite some time. Actually, it was before we even started working with the game. So after Forget Battle, when I was just resting, and we took some holidays, and we worked a lot in the forest or near the beach and stuff. And we talked about, oh yeah, why not that? Why not this? Why not that? And she or I had the ideas, and then always I was asking, okay, how can we make this smaller? How can we make this even smaller? How can we make this like tiny? Because I want to do small games, and making games is really hard, and I want to do the smallest thing so that also we have time to polish it, to make it feel good and stuff. And every time when you make a game, if you think that you can do something in 1 day, it's going to take 2 weeks. You think that you can do a game in 1 month, it's going to take 6 months. So it's so you have to start with something really, really tiny. So that's what we did. And that day we were somewhere in France on the coast, and we were walking, and she was like, okay, maybe a town management game, or maybe no, town is too big, a village management. And I was like, no, that's still too big, maybe something even smaller. And she said street management maybe, and I was like, yes, that's it. Like, that's the thing. A street is simple, it's one-dimensional, we can simplify a lot of stuff, and that's great. So yeah, that's how we found the idea.
That's a great process, and that's interesting, and there's so many good advice there. Okay, let's see. ですね、南レーンの、なぜこのようなゲームを作ったのかっていう状態、っていう、話から始まったんですよね。質問から。これ一応ですね、ストリートマネジメントって本人は今言ってます。まあ一応これマネジメント系、であったりとか、になるかな。シティビルダー、街、ストリートビルダーというゲームになりますかね。で、まずフロギーズバトルを作り終わった後、3ヶ月もがっつり作ったので、ちょっと疲れていたと。で、本人もアイディアがもう全然出ないと1ヶ月ぐらい。だからどうしよう、もうちょっとね、やばいなっていう時に、イラストレーター彼女さんが、いろいろアドバイス乗ってくれたり、本人もそういうマネジメント系が好きだからそれ系がいいんじゃないかっていう話になったそうなんですよね。でもその1ヶ月、1ヶ月というか、その考えが全然出ない時にちょっと休憩しようということで、旅行、プチ旅行みたいなの行ったそうなんですよね。で、開発であったり話し合いを森であったりとかビーチであったりとかでやったそうなんですよ。すごくいいよね。それって。で、そこでいろんなアイデア出し合いながらっていうことだそうなんですよね。そう、森って深い森じゃないと思うけどね。で、そこでですね、やはり重要だったのが、アイデアをどんどんちっちゃくまずリソースも少ない、人件ですねも少ないし時間も足りないと。それとどうするかっていうまずいろんなちっちゃく考えていったそうなんですよね。マネジメント系作るんだったらじゃあ街をシティビルダーいやでもちょっと大変だよねって村いやまだ大変だよねどうするよっていう時に、彼女さんがよりちっちゃいストリート街って通りそれだっていうことだそうなんですよね。どうやら以前なんかのゲームジャムでもこういう似たねアイソメトリック斜め視点ですねの、ビルダー系を作ったらしいんですよね。だから一応作ってるしじゃあこれでいけるんじゃねえのっていうことだそうなんですよね。What kind of management game does she like?
She plays a lot of different management games, but the recent one she played the remake of Pharaoh, the Egyptian. It's an old game, and they made a remake on Steam a few months ago.
Oh yes, okay.
She played Bear and Breakfast also, and I'm not sure of
She plays a lot.
the last one, but yeah, she plays a lot of different management
Yeah,
games.
not a management, but there's. Do you know Satisfactory, the automation game?
Oh no, not that kind of management.
No. Because one of the former developers are here, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Hi.
Yeah, he also turned indie, so I think this is good advice to all indie
Okay.
game creators, I think.
Yeah, okay, great. はい。
そうなんですよ。Sorry, Jason, name drop you there. で、やっぱりちっちゃく切っていくっていうのがね、I talked to another Japanese young developer, like early 20s, I think. He was also saying a similar thing that try to cut down things. Because the more you do, the longer it takes, right?
Yeah, and it's a bit exponential. Like if you have one ID that's gonna take 1 month and the other that's gonna
Yeah.
take 1 month, you put them together and it's 1 year. It's not 2 months.
Right? It's not like adding, right? It's time 30 times 30 or something, right?
Yes, more looking like that.
そうそう。
Yes,
で
and
sorry ちょっとさっき言ってなかったのが、例えばゲーム開発って本当実は時間かかるもので、1日でできるって思ってたのが1週間、2週間。1ヶ月できるって思ってたものが実は1年かかるっていうのがもう多々あるので、できるだけカットしていくっていうのが大事っていうことはそうですね。で、例えば、こっち側のアイディアを1ヶ月かけてやる。こっちのアイディアも1ヶ月かけてやる。これって足し算じゃなくて1ヶ月、もしくはね、1ヶ月や2ヶ月じゃなくて掛け算みたいになっちゃって1年かかるんだよね、結局ねっていう状態だそうです。So, were you going to say something else?
no, I think that's it. That's
All
okay.
right, yes. And also, again, back to the color palette. So this, the illustrations was done by Bleep Bloop, right?
Mhm.
Yes. So, did you think you wanted to change anything from Froggy's battle, or
Oh,
because
so
sorry, because I do feel that there's similarities a bit.
well, the thing is that we both like kind of the same things with cute colors and cute environments and cute characters, like little people. We like that. So I think this might be why it looks a bit similar, but she's way better than me. You can see that the drawings are like way better.
Well, yes,
But
I've seen you.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We didn't even try to do something similar to Froggy's battle. It's just that well, she used a bit of the same techniques maybe, but she's just way better than me.
Do you think you'll continue this style, or do you want to change it? Do you think this is like
Oh.
a dude color, Bleep Bloop color?
So I was asking myself that a few days ago actually, and
okay.
because I'm not sure at all what's the next game gonna be, with who I'm gonna do it. I'm not sure. I don't know. We still have a lot of work to do on Minami Lane because we want to do some translation in Japanese also. We want to do some a Switch port. We want
Hey.
to do stuff like that. So it's gonna take some time. But then, of course, I'm going to make another game, and I don't know if I'm going to make it alone or with Bleep Bloop or with someone else. And if I make it alone, I'm sure I will use a colorful color palette like that and stuff really, really cute and really, yeah, I don't know, like something similar. And if I work with an artist, well, I would not be really happy if to work with an artist who has a dark grim style. I would like to work with artists who create something joyful and yeah, something a bit similar to what I do. Yes.
Do you think you'll do any research on what color is a trend?
Oh, so that's interesting. I'm not sure, and so you see, that's a good question too, because currently I feel like we had a lot of people asking for purple buildings in Minami Lane. I think purple is kind of trendy, and so when we saw all those people asking for purple, we're like, okay, but no, we don't have any purple in the color palette, so that's too bad, I guess. So that's a good point. It could be a good idea to make research on popular colors, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I'm just going to take colors that I like, and we'll see.
Yeah, I heard Jay saying I'm literally making a purple thumbnail right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, there's what do you call it? Warm colors, right? There's like warm colors, like there's characteristics to colors themselves. So using that is very hard. Sorry, I need to translate all this. Okay. 家と町の中間規模。そうだね。家と町の中間規模っていう感じのゲームではあるね。すごく。さっき木野さん来てたんやね。木野さんやったさっきの。インディーゲーマーのね。そして、クオリティの流動を揃えると一つ変えると全部それに合わせる。そういうこと。で、それに関して今回イラストレーションについても聞いてみたんですよね。今回のフロギーズバトルと、そしてさらに、フロギーズバトルのカラーパレットを見るとね、やっぱり暖色系基本的にですね。で、緑を、ある程度基調にしてね、変えるっていうことでね。で、こっちはもうちょっとタヌキの暖かい、オレンジだったりとか、ブラウン系になってると思うんだよね。で、これを、継続していくのか、ドゥート色、ブリプロップ色にしていくのかどうかっていう話をしてたんですけど、本人もそれどうやら考えていたらしくて、仮に、おそらくブリプロップさんと同じように働く、次のゲームまだ全然考えてないけどとのことです。なぜなら南レーンのどうやら日本語訳もしたいとのことですね。Yes, I just clapped about the translation. The possible translation. Yeah, that'll be nice ね。そうでもしかしたら日本語訳も来るかもしれないと。で、やっぱりこれ本人がこのような温かみのある、柔らかい、色、こういう色が好きではあるとのことなんですよね。でそれで追加で聞いたのが、どの色がトレンド流行っているかっていうのを調べたりしますかこれからっていうことで、そこでもしかしたら調べるかもねっていう。なぜなら南レーンでもですね、どうやら、ある程度やっぱり緑、オレンジ、ピンクであったりとか暖色系が多いので、紫ないかっていうのも聞かれているらしいんですよ、コミュニティに。だから確かになっていうのも考えている。それもしかしたら調べるかもねっていう。そう日本語をこれからしたいって言ってるそうですよ。日本語か。There's another streamer. いらっしゃい。Another streamer asking, "Oh, there's going to be a Japanese?"
It's gonna take some time
Yes,
because
I know.
it's long to it's really hard to translate a game. It's not only translating sentences. You have to put a lot of work. For example, some words are longer. So how do you do? Do you make them smaller, or do you extend the box where the sentence is? So it's gonna take a bit of time. I'm working on it currently, but it should arrive in a few months, I think, maybe.
Wow, can you say that? Oh, you are self-publisher, so I guess you can.
So I can say everything, and then maybe it's false. But
That's good. そうそう、ゲームの雰囲気に合わせた流行とかも意識して色を使うこともある。でも基本的に別の会社さんにも言われたけど、自分の作りたいものを作るっていうのが、自分のやりたいことをやるっていうのがすごい大事っていう。だからある程度調べるかもねっていうぐらいかな。そう雰囲気すごくいいよ。すごいまったりしてる。最初のゲーム入れたらそっちにシステム引っ張る全く違うゲームを。それちょっといい質問ね。ちょっと聞いてみるわ。Someone commented saying that, okay, so the first game, Froggy's Battle, sold much better than you expected. And he's surprised that you didn't make a similar kind of a game.
Well, that's the thing that on Minami Lane, it's even bigger because Minami Lane sold really, really well too. We expected to have like 1,000 copies, and now we are at 50,000, almost 50,000. So, yeah.
ごめんなさい。それ後で聞く予定だったんだけど、今ですね、こちら、レビュー数を見ると、フロギーズバトル218なんですよ。で、こちらが1000いってるんですよね。1000を超えると、すごいんですよ。I remember reading an article of someone saying that if you get more than 1,000 reviews, it is life-changing.
yeah. Well, it's not sure because Steam is a black box, so we don't know. We think, but not sure. Not sure.
そうで今5万本売れてるそうです。で値段も今回上げてるので5ユーロとして。Okay, this is just a clap. Oh, sorry, continue.
No, just one thing to note is that if you think like 50,000 copies times the price. Well, it's not what we earn because there are lots of stuff, and it's like the taxes, the refunds, the Steam cut, and then the bank payments take some money too,
and the investment.
So usually when on Froggy's Battle, for example, I'm solo on the project, and when I sell the game €2, I earn something like less than €1, and on Minami Lane it's going to be even lower than that because we are several people on the game. So just to
no, yes, we always talk about that over here as well. Yes, we talk about the cuts. And one more thing, because indie game developers usually don't count human resource as payment.
Yeah.
That
Well,
is
I try to do it because I want to live from it, so I have to
yes,
to
it's
earn something,
sorry, go
But
ahead.
so,
Yeah.
so to come back to your, or do you want to translate something, or should I come back to your question about like why not Froggy's Battle 2?
そう、今話してたのは、まず、ここでもね、何度も話してるけど、ゲームの Steam で、まず Steam 3割持っていくんですね、基本的に。Steam takes 30%。ね、まず3割持っていきます。それが基本です。で、そこでさらに税金も、取られます。あと何や、人件費。基本的にインディーゲーム開発は人件費あんまり盛り込んでないけど、人件費実はかかってます。本当は、なんだろう、例えば、1年に500万もらえたっていうと、500万足りないんですよね。実は。500万だと、いろんな機材やったりマーケティング費考えると実はなかなか足りないんですよね。だからだいぶ売れたけどそれでもやはりそこまで大金持ちになれてないよっていうのはそうレビュー数と購入数の関係っていうのがレビュー数大体ねなんだっけ20対1から50対1ぐらいの振り幅だそうです。結構振り幅広い。Someone just asked about the review numbers and the actual sales. I think it's usually like 20 to 1 to about 50 to 1. There's a big gap.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to answer that. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I read some article somewhere. Okay. Sorry. And then the question, the answer, please. What was the question again?
Yeah. So why was I talking about Minami Lane? It's because Minami Lane is even more successful to Froggy's Battle than
yeah.
Froggy's Battle. So
Yes.
everyone around us is sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So everyone around us is asking, yeah, just do Minami Lane 2, just continue working on Minami Lane, just do something similar. But I really don't want to do that actually because as I said, I'm still a beginner. And I want to explore a lot of things, and I want to make different stuff. I want to try different stuff. I want to come with new things and with interesting things, at every one of my games. So I think financially, if you wanted to earn the most money, we should make a sequel to Minami Lane or something similar, But currently, it's not my top priority. Maybe someday it will become my priority because I don't know. I'm not going to have financial help, or I'm not going to have money anymore. So I will have to find money somewhere. So, so yes. But currently, I'm still lucky enough to be able to do just what I want on the game making side. So let's just continue and just try new things before I'm forced to do the same thing again and again. Because I think way more interesting also for me to try different things a lot.
So that's why you created Minami Lane. That it's different from Froggy's Battle.
Yes. So that's why Minami Lane is different from Froggy's Battle, and that's why also the next game is going to be different from Minami Lane. Like I want all my games to be new and fresh.
さっきの白んぽいさんのコメントから質問したんですけど、最初売れたのにまた違うゲーム作りましたよねっていうところで、なぜかっていうと、まずやはりゲーム開発初心者であるって本人は何度も言ってるんですよね。まだビギナーであるっていうことなので、いろいろ試したい、いろいろ学びたいとのことだそうです。だからいろんな違う種類を。もし金銭的だけ考えると南レーン2とかもう作った方が楽なんじゃないか。だってすごいよこれ。98% だよ。98%. On Steam database even says 92.83, but that is amazing. That is really good.
Thank you.
I know.
We are happy. We didn't expect that either.
そうこれ相当評価高いんですよね。なかなかないんですよ。Because people, okay, sorry, I had to put this in. People know what to expect from what they see. This is very important, I think. I have this, I think, 3 rules of getting negative reviews. Rule number 1, bad optimization. You'll get a negative review. Rule number 2, microtransactions. Rule number 3, I call it the direction of the hurdle, the direction of the wall. So if the users, the players think that they're getting an automation game, but they get an action game, they'll be angry. So that's on the marketing side. So you did a good job here.
I have a lot of things to answer to that, but maybe just.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes. で、だから、ビギナーであるっていうことなので、新しいのを作りたいと。だから、フロギーズバトルから違うものを作った。で、南レーンを作った。今回もすごい売れてよかったと。で、 2を作ればいいんだろうけど似たようなゲーム作ればいいんだろうけどいや違う私はまだまだ学びたいから新しいゲーム次のゲームをきっと新しくなるだろうということですね。はい。で、さらになぜここまで評価高いのかっていう話をしていたところで何か回答をくれるそうです。OK?
Oh yeah, so on the managing player expectations so
Yeah.
that they find what they expected,
Yes, yes.
it's hard. It's hard, really. It's really hard, and you have to use the right words. You have to put the pictures like every little detail. You have to explain everything about your game before the player even plays it. And on our side, one thing that was really hard is managing players' expectation on the length of the game because it's a short game. It's only 2 to 4 hours. And when we looked at other games in the same genre, like management or city management, village management, and stuff, there are no games like that actually. So most of them are bigger and have a higher price. And the only kind of similar games that they are mostly longer, but with less quality. I don't know, but like worse graphic or stuff like that, but more content. And also there is one studio that makes really qualitative games, small management games. It's Kairosoft. Kairosoft, they do a lot of. I don't know if it's the right pronunciation, but Kairosoft maybe.
カエルソフトカエルだよね Yes, 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 yes. Okay, okay. カイロソフトだ Yes, I know them, yes.
I love those games, but see, they are longer. Your Kairosoft game is around, I don't know, 8 hours, 10 hours, something like that. So we knew that players would expect a game like that to last for, I don't know, 10 hours maybe. So that's why we put it in every communication about the game. Like if you scroll down a bit on the Steam page, the first thing that you can see on the description, I think, it's a bit lower. Sorry. It's up. Sorry. In the description, it's you see, enjoy 2 to 4 hours of playtime. The first block, and we say that everywhere. And in the trailer, I don't know if you remember the trailer from earlier. Even in the trailer, we say 2 to 4 hours of gameplay. Yeah, like we say it's in the trailer, So. At the end, it's near the end of the trailer, but it was really important to us to it's around that part, but it's vocal, like it's vocal.
Okay, sorry, okay.
So it was really important for us because we knew that players were going to expect something more, something with more hours of playtime. So we had to repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, so that player were not sad about having a game that is short.
Wow, that is very good. That is very good. Thank you for the great answer. ですね、ちょっとさっき話の途中に自分の中でのその3つのネガティブレビュー、Steam ネガティブレビュー3論法っていうのがあって、1つ目が最適化がされてないゲーム。これはネガティブレビュー受けます。次が課金要素か、クソゲーなんだけど、これは一個が、一緒にしてるわけじゃないからね。で、もう一個は僕ハードル向きって呼んでるんだけど、トレーラーであったり説明文からプレイヤーが受ける印象と実際のゲームが違う場合、そこを乖離していると、だいぶ離れていると、プレイヤーはネガティブレビューを置くと思ってるんだよね。で、それに対してどうやって対策をしたかっていう話なんですけど、このゲームは他のマネジメントゲームと比べて短いと 2時間から4時間ぐらいであるとのことだそうなんですよね。他のマネジメントゲームはグラフィックとかそこまで良くないかもしれないけど、やっぱ数十時間繰り返しプレイできるっていう状態ではあるということです。なのできちんとここにも2から4時間ですよとかで、ここのトレーラーにもちゃんと2から4時間ですと発言しているそうです。だからきちんとそこでね、やっぱプレイヤーが思っていること、プレイヤーが思っていることをきちんと誘導してあげてるっていうのが本当大事で、だからこそそこも圧倒的好評につながったんじゃないかと。because I think you have as well seen so many games that the reviews are bad because it's not what they expected. which is sad.
Yeah, yes. But sometimes it's a bit sad because you can see that the marketing teams
Yes.
did it
Yes.
on purpose, kind of, like let player expect too much so they will get more sales, and then bad reviews, and
Yes.
yeah, that's a bit. It's a
I
bit. Oh,
sorry.
I'm gone.
Where are
My
you?
camera is.
Where are you? Sorry, it's my. There we go. There you go. You're back. Sorry.
Sorry, but so yeah, I agree with you
Uh-huh.
totally on this. You have to try to let players understand what your game is about.
Yes,
Like
yes,
really,
yes. やっぱりそのプレイ
and
ヤ
it's not
ー、
easy.
yes, yes. そうプレイヤーの期待値をちゃんとね、の誘導はすごい大事だなっていう話をしておりました。Sorry, I haven't asked you properly about the stuff that I put in the note, did I?
Oh, that's okay.
Sorry. Japanese how to talk about the game, so positive about the game future. There you go. Let's see. Okay, at least one from here. Let's see.
Okay.
Okay. What was the most fun you had when developing? 開発で一番楽しいことは何ですかっていう。
Oh,
Is that harder?
oh, sorry, I didn't prepare this one enough. But on Froggy's Battle,
Yeah.
actually, I had a lot of fun just playing the game and just trying it out every few minutes. I was just adding one thing and testing, adding, testing, adding, testing, and it was really great because it's a small action game, so you can always just launch it and test and test and test. And then it's funny when you try to design and to balance things. A method that I really like is to, if you have a value that is like damage is around 5 and you don't know if you should put it higher or lower, well, you try with 1, you try with 100, and you see if it's interesting. Like, you put extremes, and that's always fun. And then you ask yourself, oh, maybe I should just do that and just go with, I don't know, 20 and not 6 or 7 or something like that, So it was really funny to do that on Fox Battle because I could just launch the game and try like that. On Minami Lane, it was a bit harder because it's a management game, so it's a bit harder to test. It's and everything was more complex. Everything works together. So you have to I don't know, to put a lot of things together before you can test, and so it was a bit harder on this. But we still had some fun on Minami Lane, and I had a lot of fun also doing placeholder animations for the character. Like when you don't have the final animation yet, and you just make them bounce, or I don't know, or turn, or stuff like that, just to show that something is happening. But, yeah.
So you had fun. What's not in the game? So you had fun like testing things out.
Yes, I really like to do that, and it's nice. It was, as I said, it was way easier when on Froggy's Battle because I could test a lot, but it's still fun on Minami Lane too.
Oh, that's great. 今聞いたのがゲーム開発で楽しんだの何ですか？フロギーズバトルも、南レーンもですけどテストプレイが良かったそうですね。南レーンテストプレイちょっと難しいんですけど、フロギーズバトルアクションゲームなのでちょっと何か追加してテストプレイ加えてテストプレイを特に友人とかにしてもらうっていうのがすごい面白かったそうです。でそこで数値をねなんか極端にしたりとかで極端にした後にあれもしかしたらやっぱりちょっとこれぐらいの方がいいのかもなっていう理解っていうのもあったそうなんですね。だからそのテストプレイを大事にしてるっぽいですね。Oh, someone's Kino-san, someone's saying that レビューだと難しいことフックになってレビュー書く。Someone's saying that because you can pet the cat, some people are writing reviews.
Yes, a lot of reviews are about that actually. So yeah, that was Bliploop's idea, and I'm happy that we put it in the game.
That's good. そうブリプロップさんのアイディアらしくて、その機能を入れてよかったとのことだそうです。That is so true. Can you pet it? That Twitter account, right? Can you pet it? So yeah, if you can pet the cat or the dog. そうツイッターでゲームの中で動物を撫でることができるか、犬を基本なんですけど、撫でることが何きにくいのうまい、っていう、ツイッターアカウントがあるんですけど、そこに取り上げられると50万ぐらいの確かフォロワーがいるんで、結構大事ですね。So these kind of what do you call it? Not place of what do you call it? Some characters or something that stands out which triggers a review is also pretty important, I guess.
Oh yes, I guess so, and that's also why making tiny games is cool. Like as I said, if you try to make a game in 3 months and try to think, okay, what can I do in 3 months? you are not gonna have the time to make it good. Maybe you can do it, but not make it good. So it's always better to have a lot of time to polish and to add small stuff like that, and to come back to mechanics and say, okay, maybe we have to change that. And we did that a lot on Minami Lane. The game is really, really, really different from what it was at the beginning. Really.
Oh,
And sometimes it's just tiny changes that makes everything different. So I have one example if you want.
yeah. Please go ahead. Let me know.
Okay, so the trash system in the game. So
Yeah.
people leave trash on the
Yes,
street,
yeah,
and
yeah.
then you have to pick it up. We added that at the beginning because we thought, okay, it's gonna be interesting to have some things to do during the day. Find the tanuki, and then collect the trash, and pet the cats, and click on the bikers and stuff. Okay, so we didn't have all those ideas at first, but the trash was one of the first one. But at first we were thinking, okay, what do trash do? Well, when they are trash, people are unhappy. Okay, so we are going to do a system where at the end of the day, if they are still trash in the street, the satisfaction is lowered. That was not fun. Like, people were complaining and were saying, oh, it's boring to pick the trash up, and I don't like it when I lose some satisfaction because of that. I don't want to do that. It feels like a chore. And so we thought a lot, and we tested different stuff also. And then in the end, what's happening in the game now is that when you click on a trash, you gain money.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, you gain money. It's absurd. It's not really logical, but it works, and it works way, way, way better because you have a reward for doing it. It's not a punishment for not doing it. It's a reward from doing it. And that is a big difference in terms of appreciation of the mechanics. So, because at first we were like, okay, maybe if we put less trash, maybe if we put a way to automate it, or maybe if we, I don't know, if we make it more visible. But no, nothing like that was working. It was a bit better, but people were still saying, oh no, I just don't want to do that. And when we added click on it to gain money, that's it. That's done. Everyone was clicking on stuff and was happy to do the cleaning. So yeah,
That is so important. Wow, that is so important, because I've seen you have seen, right, many games, many mechanics that I just don't want to do. It's like, oh, come
Yeah.
on, why? OK、ちょっとちょっとシステムの話になったんですけど、やはり何でしょう、猫のやつもそうなんですけど、ですね、ちょっとごめん、脳内で。よし。このゲーム、普通にまず物立てて、で、待つんですよね。そのキャラクターが来て、物買って食って、で、そこをね、ちょっと眺めるっていう感じのまったりゲーの部分もあるんですよ。その間に、ただゴミ拾いとかできるんですよ。で、どうやらですね、冒頭で最初からゴミ拾いっていうのはあったんですが、最初の頃はですね、ゴミ拾いを拾わなかったゴミがあると、満足度、町民の満足度が下がるっていうシステムだったんですよ。で、その時にはもうみんながもうやだよ、これもうめんどくせえよ、拾いたくねえよっていうレビューというか、フィードバック受けてたんですよね、そのテストのプレイの時に。じゃあどうするか。じゃあ今度は、ゴミ拾うとお金をゲットする。それだけですと。もう他に何もない。拾っても拾わなくてもいい。そうなるとみんなもうクリック一緒。これ本当大事で、何かをしなかったら、何かをしないとマイナスになるっていうの本当めんどくさいんですよね。これさ、みんなも絶対経験あるでしょ、そういうの。もうこのシステムここめんどくさいっていうの。そういうのをだからきちんとテストプレイでちゃんと大事にしている。これちょっとフィードバックの、ごめん、すっごいあれだけど。Sorry, this is kind of a geeky question. Feedbacks. What kind of feedbacks do you appreciate as a developer? So if you go to events, someone plays it, what kind of feedbacks would you like?
I'm just going to add just one thing to the thing I was talking about before, because I think it's funny. The idea to put this reward on picking up trash actually comes from Dark Souls, like Dark Souls 2 and 3. So I'm going to explain it because it's a bit complicated saying it like that. But so the thing is that in Dark Souls 2, when you die, you have you lose some health and permanently, and you have to use a one-time use item to go back to your full health. I don't remember the name of the item. And when I was playing Dark Souls 2, I was like, oh, that's just so annoying. I never have my full health, and it's so annoying that this mechanic, I hate it. And then in Dark Souls 3, it's the same mechanic, but presented in a different way. When you use this item, you have more life than what you should have. And then if you die, you go back to your normal life. So instead of saying, this is your normal you have a punishment for dying. It's if you use that item, you have a bonus, and dying just go back to the normal stuff. So it's the same mechanic, but just presented in a different way, and that's what we try to do with the trash. Like this, we want to keep this mechanic, but people hate it. Okay, why? It's because it's a punishment. If we turn it into a reward, it's gonna be liked. I'm sure of it, and that's why we did it that way. So yeah.
That's very important. I want to tell my friend developers. 今、I need to tell the first. このゴミ拾いの部分はダークソウルから、ヒントを得たそうですね。ダークソ2では死ぬと、これ知らなかった、死ぬと HP マイナスになってアイテムを使って元の HP に戻すっていう、どうやらなんかアイテムがあるらしいですね。で、それが本当に嫌だったそうですね。でもダークソウル、なるほど、そのアイテム名なんかわかる？で、そうなるとでもダークソ3になるとそのアイテムを使うとボーナスの HP をゲットして死ぬと元の HP に戻るっていう状態らしい。でだからダクソ3の方が機能は一緒なのさ。機能は一緒なんだけどボーナスっぽく見えるというかっていうのがそれが良かった。だから、結局やること一緒なんだけど、そのプレゼンのされ方が違うっていうそこがいいらしいね。This is the same as stream pricing says you guys talked about. Yeah, Steam pricing as well. Yeah. So if there is a percent knockoff, like 20% off, people tend to buy it more because they feel it's cheaper, right? So it's similar thing. It's even though it's the same price. Sure. なるほどね。Okay, what was the question that I was asking?
I'm sorry. I'm not sure. I forgot.
Okay, we can forget about that. Okay, someone's saying, did you play Elden Ring?
Oh, not yet. I'm always late, like 5 years late on what I'm playing. So actually, I just played. When Elden Ring came out, I was like, oh, maybe I should play Dark Souls 3 because I never played it. So that's what I did. And then maybe in 2 years, I'm going to play Elden Ring.
So this is just a small question. Do you have do you remember your first game that you played?
Yes, I think it was Sonic the Hedgehog, but it was a demo, like with only the first level or even the half of the level, because I was playing that on my dad's computer with my brother, and we were just playing the demo of Sonic the Hedgehog like in a loop because we finished the level and we come back to the beginning and just started.
The first one?
Yes, the first one, yes.
最初にやったゲーム、どうやらお父さんの PC でソニック・ザ・ヘッジホッグだって、ソニックだってよ。しかも1。で、デモ版で、だから1面ぐらいしかできなかったんだって。Oh, thanks, Jace, thank you. That's the satisfactory former developer, now solo developer. What were the games that you actually enjoyed, like Japanese, or not Japanese games, but in your life, I guess?
Oh, that's a big question because I played a lot of different games, and I think it's important also as a game developer to play a lot of different, really different games. Because you see the examples. I have applied something from Dark Souls 3 in Minami Lane. Like these are really completely different games, but you still learn a lot of things when you play a lot of games. So I really like to play. I don't know. When I was younger, I was more into RPGs, and I don't know why, but RPGs and racing games. So I loved the N64. I absolutely loved the F-Zero. And then I played all the series, like the old ones and the new one. I love that. And of course, I love the Zelda series also. I'm just a big fan of that. Yeah, today I play a lot of different games. Even I don't know. I play visual novels. I play big RPGs. I play tiny games. I play shmups. I don't know, just everything.
Oh, what's a game that stays in your memory? Like for me, to be honest, Final Fantasy VI. I really love that game. So yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I never played it. Actually, the final. No. I still like Final Fantasy series. I played 1, 2, 3, and 10, and that's it. Not even the 7. Even the 7.
Did you enjoy 10?
Yes, but when I finished it, people around me told me don't play 10 too. Like, don't play it. You don't.
Okay.
So I only played 10, not
Okay,
10 too.
okay. どうやら、FF は1、1、2、3で10をプレイしたそうです。で、10をプレイした後に、周りから10-2をプレイするなって言われたそうです。Okay, and other games?
So I think the one game that I really love, and as a player and as a game designer, is Kind Words.
Kind
It's
Words.
a tiny indie game. You can find it on Steam.
You like letter?
Yes,
letters,
exactly,
right?
exactly. You write letters to strangers and
Yeah.
to people you don't know, and they are going to release Kind Words 2 soon. So there is a demo on Kind Words 2, but Kind Words 2 is releasing soon.
そうだ、これが
And
have it.
yeah, this game is, I don't know, but it shook me. Like I'm going to try to explain why, but. So in this game, you just write letters to people, and you can either write an anonymous letter to say something like, okay, today I'm feeling like that, or answer to a letter, but that's it. You are not going to engage in a conversation. So everything is anonymous, and you just try to be nice to people, like to help people and to be nice to people. These are true people, you know. Every letter in the game comes from someone true, actually. So and this game is for me a huge example of how to do game design about being nice. So I don't know if I have the right words, but a lot of games are trying to make player behave nicely, I guess, or to be nice with other, and it's hard. It's extremely hard. And I often use two examples for that. The first one is Journey, game. Journey, the way they do that, the way they make people behave nicely, is just to prevent them from being bad. Like you cannot talk, you cannot act, you cannot make I don't know mean stuff. So of course you are nice. Like, you know, it's just no, you cannot be not nice, so you're going to be nice. And so that's a way to do it. But Kind Words is actually the opposite. You could write bad stuff. You could just be awful in the letters, but you don't do it. And it's really interesting to think about why you don't do it. And I think it comes a lot from the presentation and the audio, the music, the way, even the font, the small room, and the look of the characters and stuff like that. And so I met the developer of Kind Words at Indie Europe. It was in Paris, a small event with a lot of indie developers. And he said that what inspired him a lot was lo-fi videos on YouTube, you know, because on those videos, he doesn't understand why, but everyone in the comment is nice. Elsewhere on YouTube, everyone are really mean and they just tell bad stuff everywhere. But on lo-fi videos, they're just nice. And so he asked himself, okay, can I do that in a game? Like, can I translate that feeling of wanting to be nice in a game, you know? And so that's something that really inspires me and that I really loved, and I really liked this little game. So yeah.
Thank you. Nice words で。好きなゲームをいろいろ聞いたんですよね。で、もちろん過去にやってるレースゲームだったら RPG だったりいろいろやってたんですけど、開発者としても、そしてプレイヤーとしても好きなゲームとしてこちらの Kind Words。優しき言葉たちみたいな、直訳気味だけど。で、ローファイが流れてる中、赤の他人に手紙を送れるんですよ。何でも。で、匿名で何でも言えるんですよね。で、これの前提としてゲームというものは結構そのプレイヤーに優しくなってほしい。まあなんだろう、例えばオンラインで暴言を禁止にしたりとかさ、やらないといけないじゃん。荒れてるじゃん。でそんな中でもスパムじゃないから、違うから。でその中でジャーニーとかは、もう最初から喋れんようにしてると。喋れないようにして、だから悪いことも言えねえから、だからいい感じになってるっていうね。でスパム気味に送れる。じゃあでもこのゲームだとどうやら悪いことも本当ないらしいんだよね。でその、理由って開発者と話したらしいです。なんかインディケートでやった。そうですね。でこちらのポップカンニバルかな。Wow, the name. ポップカンニバル。という人と話をしたところ、YouTube のローファイチャンネルの 影響を受けたそうです。で YouTube のローファイチャンネルに行くとコメントが優しいとごめん、優しいとのことなんで、それなんでやってそういうところから、やっていったそうなんですね。だから、そこからゲットしたって。What's that? Kind words! Oh, you met him! Ah.
Yeah, it's something that I got at this little conference. So he gave it to me, and there's a small letter inside with.
Well, that is so wow. A
And
kind word.
I'm not gonna show you what's written behind,
No,
but
no,
yeah, it's
no, 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 don't. すごい、そう、今の開発者からもらったそうです。Is that frog the character on the letter?
sorry.
That on the letter?
This one?
Yeah, that frog.
Oh no, I don't know if it's a plush. I think in the game. I'm not sure. But...
OK。そうで、あれは開発者から実際にそうもらったものだそうです。そうだからローファイの音楽の雰囲気であったりとか、ちっちゃな部屋で書いてるとか、だから、誘導の仕方が上手っていう、そこをゲームデザインとしてすごい上手に思っているそうなんですね。ユーザーに優しく、ユーザーが優しい言葉を発するようにするという誘導の仕方。いや、そうなんだよな。難しいね、これ。はあ、that makes me think. I'm also an FPS player, so I know how the community is. And I've been salty before, definitely. But I also definitely like those cute, kind games. But yeah, having the balance in both genres, having the balance of game system, presentation, I guess, for the player, and how a game probably creates a community. I don't know if there's studies there, but this makes me think.
Yeah,
All right.
I agree.
Oh man, sorry. I have a million. Oh, you're gone again. Sorry. I have a million more questions. There we go. I have a million more questions, but it has already been 90 minutes, and I know you have more stuff to do today.
I'm okay. If you want to ask a few more questions, I'm okay. But
あといくつか質問できるそうです。そう、FPS シュラしかないからね。何か皆さんも質問あったら今書いてください。僕もあと1、2問質問して終わりたいと思います。Yes, I do. One question that I like to ask is, what advice would you give to yourself when you started developing?
So that's a question I got a lot, and I'm sorry, but the answer is nothing. Like, it's a bit weird, but if I could tell something to my past self, I would not do it, because I think you learn by making mistakes, and you learn by just trying stuff and do stuff like that. And so I'm actually happy to where I'm at currently, so I wouldn't like to change that, just do your stuff and just try. And even one thing is that I tend to be quite insecure on some stuff, and a bit scared or stressed a lot. I get stressed really easily. So maybe I could tell to my past self, like, it's gonna be okay, you're gonna succeed and stuff. But I'm not even sure I would like to do that, because I don't know, maybe it would change stuff, and I don't want to change myself. I don't know.
I really feel that means that you are in the correct or right spot. You're in a very comfortable spot.
Currently,
now.
I think so. Yeah, I think
that's
so.
great. That's
Let's hope
great.
it's gonna continue. Yeah.
今聞いたのが、もし、自分にアドバイス、初期の頃の自分にアドバイスすることがあったら何て言いますかって聞いたところ、何もないそうです。じゃないと、始めたばかりだし、失敗を通して学ぶので、その失敗がなかったら今の自分はないと思うので、今のところ何もないですっていう。だからいいよね。I have a few questions. So this tanuki, right, in Minami Lane, what image do you have to this creature in real life? Do you have this in France?
No, we don't even have raccoons. It's in the US there are some raccoons. In some other countries there are, but in France we don't even have that. Like,
so what's your image towards this animal? Where do you see it?
So what we think is that in Japan, but I'm sure I'm going to say some stupid things, but I'm going to try. I think that it's a symbol of prosperity and money and being successful, and I think that's why you can see it sometimes on streets and near restaurants or shops and stuff like that. But also, we know that there is an important part of the body of a tanuki, like the reproductive part,
and it spreads well.
Yeah, and that should be important as well, but we didn't want to include that in the game, and we wanted our character to be a girl, so she's a Tanuki girl, so that's why you cannot
Yeah,
see
yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah. It's family friendly, so.
yeah.
まずフランスでタヌキいないそうです。はい。なので、彼自身が持っているタヌキのイメージっていうのは、where do you get that image from? From the anime?
Well, sorry.
From anime? Or?
Actually, the Tanuki is quite popular now, I guess, around the world because it's cute, and so
Okay.
I think we just and the even in Animal Crossing,
Yeah.
Tom Nook is a bit of a Tanuki. I'm not sure if it's entirely a Tanuki, but so there are Tanukis everywhere. So I guess we just know about.
なるほどね。タヌキ自体は、まあ、本人も知ってると。で、本人多分アンテナが広いので、タヌキのことも知ってると思うんですけど、まあ、世界で可愛いから人気あるんじゃないっていう話と、タヌキというもののイメージは、まあ、繁栄であったりとかね、なんかお金をこう呼び込むとか、幸運を呼び込むみたいな感じかなっていう。で、プラス、タヌキはね、まあ、玉広がるやんそれもゲームに入れようと思ったけど、まあこのタヌキ女の子にしたかったのでそれはなしだそうですそうで、動物の森、そうね、俺仏森っていつも呼んじゃうんだけど、そう仏森でもねタヌキみたいなのいるしねっていうThat's it. Okay, there's another comment saying, in Minami Lane, is this world on top of clouds? Is it in the sky?
Maybe we don't know. It's just because it was easier to do that way, No, but we one of our inspirations also was Dorf Romantic visually, and we liked the fact that everything was just sitting on the empty space, I guess.
Yeah.
But also, it's way easier to do it that way, so that's why.
I talked to the devs in Dorf Romantic in
really?
Gamescom. I was lucky enough to say hi to them. Yeah, そう、なるほどね。そう、ドーフロマンティックもちょっとね、これもね、まあ、配信のプレイしたけど、結構いい感じ。だからこれもちょっと参考にしたと。で、これ、質問が、これは空に浮いてるんですかっていう質問したの、シロンポイさんのあれで。いや、これが簡単だったからっていうのと、ドーフロマンティックを参考にしたっていう。質問して申し訳ない。最近日本語対応していないゲームがゲームデザイン日本語取り入れるの個人的にタイトル含めどうして日本語取り入れようと思ったんでしょうか。開発自身が日本、まず簡易的な、もちろんちゃんと質問するよ。簡易的なのはもちろん金の部分もあると思うんだけど、そのきっかけかな、ゆずばさんが聞きたいのは。Okay, there is a question. Okay. ゲームデザインか。ごめんなさい。ゲームデザインで俺がすごい飛んだわ。ごめんなさい。Alright, so there is a question. Soよつばさん says that they see a lot of games which doesn't have the Japanese localization, but they see Japanese language or Japanese designs in the game. Why do you think those kind of games, including you, decided that?
Well, first thing is that if we had the time and the money in the beginning, we would have done Japanese localization. But as I said earlier, it's hard and it takes some time, and we wanted to release the game fast and to see if it would work or not before doing localization and paying for translators and paying for everything that is needed. So that's why it's not in the game at first. And then why the Japanese inspiration? Well, it comes back a bit to what I was saying earlier about us being Japan fans, and just, we think it's cute and we like that. So I guess there are nothing more to it than that.
Do you think that a lot of developers, especially small indies, would like to put in a lot of localization language, but they don't have the money for it?
Yes, definitely. It's the money or the time. The time. It takes also a lot of time and effort to add localization. So yes, I do think so.
Okay, I'll give those two answers. よつばさん、まず日本語を入れたかったらもう最初からやはり入れたいと。しかしやはりですね、小さいインディーゲーム会社だとお金と時間、ローカライゼーションの、やっぱり金か時間どちらともかかるので、そこの時点でちょっと難しいっていうのがあると。で、じゃあなんで日本語のデザイン入れてると、まあ個人的には彼らも、日本のファンであるからっていうことはそうですね。やはりそういうの入れるのは日本のファンである。でも日本語が入ってないっていうのは、時間やお金が足りないからっていう状態であるでしょうね。だから後から遅れて日本語入れるっていう会社もやっぱあるでしょうね。一つの指定などそのまま表現できる。そう。 いつから確かにねいつからこういう表現あるんだろうな。業
And
界をgo ahead. Yeah.
yeah, just one more thing also. We are French, and the game is not even available in France in French yet
Why?
because it takes some time and it takes some time. So we are going to do it, but yeah, as I said,
True.
so Japanese and French are going to be the first languages that we put in, and we'll see after for other languages.
True. 実はこれフランス語にもまだ翻訳してないそうです。これ時間のリソだって本人たちはフランス人なのにフランスネイティブなんですよ。でもまだフランス語作ってない。それ時間的にっていう。だからこれから作っていこうっていうね。Someone's asking, there's yokai in the game. Oh yeah, there is. Why did you put in yokais in the game?
It's cute too. I don't know.
Why did you decide on which yokai to put in? Oh, so how did you decide?
Oh, that's interesting. So yeah, why are there yokais?
Yeah.
Just because we think it's cute and because Bleep Bloop, the artist, really liked them. I gifted her a book about yokais some time ago, and she really likes that, so she wanted to include some of those. And so the I'm sorry, I cannot remember the names of the three that are in the game, but the name of this one that we can see on screen is Kappa. Yeah, thanks.
Very good.
So the Kappa is really popular. So that's why it's I don't know. I guess it's a simple one. It has also we wanted to find ones that could be represented with a kind of human shape, you know. And the Kappa is it's okay to represent it like that. So that's great. The fox one. The fox with a lot of tails. The I don't know the name again.
The last one you don't have to say for spoilers. You know, people can buy the game to check it out.
Okay. Sorry.
But the fox. Go ahead.
The two other ones, it was just because she liked those and she wanted to do those because she found they were funny. So that's it.
なるほどね。妖怪ゲームに取り込もうとしたというか取り込んだ経緯としては、まず可愛いからだそうです。そうでね、どうやら、イラストレーターさん、彼女さんの、ブリップルップさんに、妖怪の本をプレゼントしたそうなんですよね。で、それを見て、ブリップルップさん気に入って、この妖怪をゲームに入れたいっていうことで進んだそうです。で、できればやっぱり、人型にしたかったそうなんですね。だからその3匹いるそうなんですけど、ネタバレのためにあとの2つはちょっと言ってないですけど、ここにいるカッパとか、やっぱり可愛いからと、人型であるということで入っているそうなんですね。問題でございます。はい。Okay, so Yotsuba-san saying that thank you for liking Japan, and yeah, we do. I do understand it takes time, but looking forward to the localization if it happens. Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Okay. I think it is time, and there's so many more that I would like to ask. I just thank you very much.
Thank you.
Is there any message that you want to say to the people here or to Japan?
Well. Thanks first, because just that was a really interesting interview, and it was like your questions were really good, and thank you. So yeah, just to you, thank you personally, and thank you for everyone for coming here, I guess. But then to I think I have something to say mostly to game devs or aspiring game devs. I think I'm going to insist on the fact that it's really important to start with small games and just go play some small games, make some small games. And I just love small games. So I would be really happy if there were more small games everywhere. So, and it's also really, really, really easier, not easy, still really hard, but way easier than a full length game. So starting with this it's almost, I don't know. It's you have to do this. I really insist on that. It's really important to do that.
I'm sorry, but I have to ask. I think in gaming there's elements. There is the story, there is the visuals, the graphics, and there's the system. Which do you think the first new game creators should concentrate on?
Oh, actually, I would not give any advice on that because it's interesting to have game devs who start from one part or another. I would love to see games like just visual novels from people who just want to tell a story. I would love to see also experimental games with no gameplay, but with nice visuals. And I would love to play some games with only gameplay and trash visual or story. So I think it's great that people just start from one point or another.
So do what you like. Is that correct?
Yes. That's hard. I say yes with a bit of hesitation
Yeah.
because I think you have, when you start making a game, I think that one very, very important thing is to set expectations, not the player ones this time, but your expectation with yourself, And so if you want to do a game, just something that you like, yes, but write it down on paper and then just focus on this. If sometime during the development you are going to say like, oh no, but the game is not going to sell well because it's not trendy or something like that, that's not an issue. You wanted to do a game that you liked, okay, just continue and just do it, But if your objective that you wrote at the beginning of the project is sell a lot, I don't know, that's a bad objective actually, but if it is this, well, just stick to it and accept to change things and accept to just follow the market but always listen to players anyway. But it's important to have like fixed objectives, because it's really easy to compare yourself to people that are doing better in one way or better in another way, but they are not doing better in your objective with your context. So you have to remember that, and it's really important to fix it. So do what you like, maybe, but mostly do what you want to do, like what your objective currently is. You have to fix some objectives and just I think just follow them.
好きなことをするべきだが、自分の目標にのっとった好きなことをすべきっていうことかな、多分。And this is, the premise is, if you want to sell the game, right? This is not for hobbyists. This is for a person who wants to sell a game. Do you think? This is
a big subject. It's hard to answer that, because I think, a game that is made with, I don't know, with love, or it's a bit weird to say that, because I think all games are made with love, but a game that is made like because you really like some kind of stuff, or because you think this could be fun or stuff like that, maybe it will sell too. And it's so hard to know if a game will sell. So I guess there is no strict opposition between making a game for money and making a game for fun or art or stuff like that. But you have still to be clear to yourself what is your priority, but because some decisions are going to be impacted by that. That's for sure.
Sorry, thank you for the last deep one. Sorry. Yes. Okay. 今最後にメッセージなんでどうぞって言ったところ、まず、本日ありがとうございますと、J-monの質問良かったよって褒められたぜ、イエイ。で、そこで、特に開発者もしくはこれからゲーム作ってみたい人に向けての一言、これね、でもそれだけじゃなくて、何か新しいことやりたい人に対してにも使えると思うんだよね。やはり、自分の好きなことをやるっていうのは本当大事であるっていうのはそうなんだけど、自分のちゃんと目標をですね、何を作りたいかっていうのを根幹にまず例えば書き留めておいて、でそこに向かって自分の好きなことをやるっていう、自由に自分の好きなことをやっていったらやっぱりちょっとね難しいとのことですね。とある目標があり、それに向かって自分の好きなことをやる。でそれにただそこに向かうためにちょっとずつ調整もできるよっていうことですね。だから好き勝手やるともう本当わけわかんないことになるけど、ある程度の方向性を持たせるっていうことでしょうね。だからフィードバックをちゃんとプレイテストしてフィードバックをもらいなさいと。でそこで追加で質問したのが、これはやっぱり販売したい人向けですかって言ったら、いやそうでもないと。やはり結果的にちっちゃいところだね。好きなことをやるんだけど、ちっちゃいゲームをいっぱい作りなさいって言ったら、ごめん、これが一番大事。ちっちゃいゲームをいっぱい作りなさい。ちっちゃいゲーム。でそれをどんなゲームを作るか、自分の好きなことです。でも勝手に好きなことでやるか、違います。ちゃんと目標があって、それに向かって好き勝手やっていくっていうことですね。このロジック通じるかな？通じると思うんだけど、どう？やっぱ自分の中でこうしたいっていうのをちゃんとね、最初に決めとかないとあっちゃこっちゃいくと思うんだよね。Because I do hear a lot of developers saying they don't know when to end development. They just keep on continuing.
Yes. It's important, of course, and but sorry, I think I lost the connection.
There we go. You're back.
Okay, sorry about that.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I think I'm lucky because I'm different from other developers in the way that a lot of people like to start making games and don't like to end making them, because when you end making a game, you have to cut a lot of things. You have to accept to just let go a lot of things, and it's hard. You have to stick to the plan and just stick to precise dates and stuff. And I'm really actually I like those kind of phases because I think my creativity comes from constraints. You know, I love to have a lot of constraints and really hard, difficulties maybe
Yeah.
to be creative
Oh, oh,
of a game.
yeah.
When I lost you once again. No,
Sorry, the connection's going bad. Okay, sorry.
no, maybe I don't know if it's on my side or yours.
I
But
don't know.
sorry.
It's either side. Okay, you were talking about constraints?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I personally love that. But on the opposite, at the beginning of a game, when everything is like you could do everything, I'm a bit lost and it's hard. So
Yeah, sorry.
so I'm a bit the opposite of a classic game developer where they love to have new ideas and stuff and then don't like to finish the game. I'm lucky because I'm the opposite. So it's easier for me.
That's true, that's true. ちょっと一言言ったのが、ゲーム開発者って結構開発を終わらせるのが難しいって。やっぱりゲームを作り始めたら、ちゃんと終わらせないといけない。でも終わらせるの難しい。例えば終わらせるの難しいっていう何かを切らないといけないから。こうしたい、ああしたいっていうね。これ入れたい、あれ入れたいっても切らないといけないし、これ継続してやるのも切らないといけない。でも、どうやら私は運がいいと。なぜかというと、自分は制約があること。このちょっとしたこう限られた中でやるっていうのが好きであるから、そのフェーズは好きであると。これは切らないといけない、あれはこうしないといけないっていう部分は、そういうフェーズ好きなので、自分はそこはそこまで苦にならないとのことですね。そこはだから重要ですね。Okay. Thank you very much. There's also another comment saying, they say that there are games which have a lot of Japanese cultures in them, but it's rare that they have yokais in them. So very interested in this game. Great fan of Doot. So thank you.
Thank
and
you.
looking forward to the next game. He says, the game came out February 29th, a month ago.
28th.
28th. Sorry, 29th is my time. Sorry. Yeah, 28th your time. 1ヶ月前に出たばっかなんですよね。So, the next, can you say anything?
Not yet. So as I said,
Yeah.
I'm not really like I don't know. I need some time to find ideas and to find stuff like that, and also I need some time to rest because
Yes.
it's been less than a month and it was quite intense near the end.
Yeah.
So we still have localization ports, console ports, and stuff like that to do, and then I'm gonna take a break and maybe start thinking about it during the summer or maybe even fall. So we'll see. But it's gonna be a small game. It's gonna be a cute game. But I have no ideas. No idea.
次回作はまだね、これからちょっと休むと。Can you say about the ports? Really? It's
Yeah, well, it's not official yet because we haven't we don't know if it's gonna happen.
Okay,
we
you
want to do it.
Okay, there we go, there we go. ローカライズしたいし、移植もしたいっていうことですね。よかったよかった。なので、まだこれからもうちょっと南レインのことをやっていくと。で、その後またゲーム作りたいですが、やっぱりちっちゃい可愛いゲームになると思いますとのことです。Alright, thank you very much. 2 hours. All right,
Thank you.
Yeah, so the ending, we just say goodbye to everyone, and then I slowly cut off the stream. And so we wave. ということで、以上、インディーゲーム開発者に直接話を聞くラジオ、イン直、南レインより、そしてフロッギーズバトルより、ドゥートさんでした。Thank you! 皆さん、ありがとうございます。Bye and good night! We wave for a few seconds. We wave.
Yeah.
Yes, and everyone goes, Hey! 楽しかったよ Bye! お疲れ様でした、本当に。Thank you. Everyone saying goodbye. Everyone saying goodbye. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
you, everyone.
And we cut.